Hey, what's up YouTube? Skybadger here, and we're back on Conflict of Nations on day 18. Late day 18, about to go over to 19, so yeah, just summarize this day. So as you can see, we are marching into France. So Italy attacked France, and I was kind of getting ready to do it, so I've kind of rushed ahead, and I'm not really fully prepared. I was still waiting on certain components, artillery pieces to be shipped in from America to help with this conflict. If we have a look in our cities, we can see that we are building a lot of towed artillery. The stuff doesn't need components, which is good, which is why I'm producing so much of it, because I have very few components. Anyway, so basically what happened is Italy is going into attack, and I was going in there and I kind of want all of it for myself. So basically at this point the plan is I'm fanning out my airborne squadrons to capture provinces up and around here to make my armor and infantry march faster towards their targets. And then once the air mobile squadrons land, I want to redeploy them up to here. So basically, to cut off Italy from making any further gains, all I have to do is successfully capture this province, and this province, and then I've completely cut him off. So that is the goal. Once that's done, I can leave those airborne squadrons behind, and I can then focus on my armor. So this has been a little bit rushed, and I would have liked more time. I would have liked the ability to be able to shell out these positions more with my ships until there's nothing left in them. But I'm going to have to walk into them, and I might take some casualties. With a bit of luck though, this should be able to finish off that in time. On this side, we don't have the luxury of a navy to help, so I'm sending out my fighter wings to deal a little bit of damage, and they're not doing too bad. I don't think they'll be able to destroy it before this troop gets into position. Who knows, we'll see. So to help make this a little bit faster, because we're now in a bit of a rush, I am bringing down some more frigates to help act as artillery and to weaken positions so we can march forwards. Down here we have set up a little bit of a defensive line down here, just getting troops ready in case Italy doesn't like and cut off and decides to attack, but nothing major. I've sent troops back into some cities just to heal up. I've got a lot of damaged troops, and I have the ability and the time at the moment to heal these troops, so I may as well. Italy did send me a trade for right of way, but it's never that simple, and I kind of want to stall them out a little bit, so I've just asked why, basically. Why do you want right of way? Anyway, so that's what's happening there at the moment. If we have a look at the troops that Italy has, he has a lot of, I wouldn't say lower tech troops, but his troops are upgraded. He has tank destroyers, combat recon vehicles, and mechanized infantry. Now the thing about mechanized infantry, from what I've seen, is it does appear to be a little better against armor than motorized, but it's not as good against infantry, and that's what my infantry is really all about. Anti-infantry. So yeah, it could be interesting to see how it goes. He has marched a troop, one mechanized infantry, straight into the city here, and it seems to be taking a bit of a beating. I think he might be able to just capture this, considering the amount of troops he is sending in, but it could be a close one considering he's sending them in pretty split up. So by the time they all arrive, French troops might stand a chance. If he does successfully capture that, it means I have to capture this province down here as well to cut him off. So we'll see what happens. I'm not too keen on actually starting a war with him, but cutting him off and making sure I get France is really my major goal here. So in the grand scheme of things, what I'm trying to achieve by cutting him off is mostly about the land, but not just about the land. You see, at the moment, Italy only has access to the sea through the Mediterranean Sea, and even then he has to travel out through here, which is territory I basically control and I can see. Now, if I let him conquer France and get up here into, is this considered the Atlantic Ocean? I don't know, English Channel, that sort of area, he then has the ability to send troops my way. So for the time being, if I can successfully cut him off up along this border, then I'm in a very good position to stop him from attacking me in the future. So that's what we're trying to achieve right here, is basically cut him off and stop him from getting access to the sea up here. I'm not sure if we'll succeed, but that's the goal. Now, we've also finished annexing the city down here that we started the other day, and we're now using it to produce some more artillery because it's cheap and we can afford it. And we're also annexing another city down here. We had some spare resources, so we went ahead with that. In terms of troop production, as you can see, we are building some more air infantry, some towed artillery, and more special forces. I am going to start some construction of more tanks soon, but before that, in the next couple of hours, our first mobile SAM launchers will be ready, and then I really want to equip those and get them built. So basically, once the towed artillery is done, I'm going to switch over and start producing SAM launchers to give me some little anti-air cover, some more anti-air cover, because at the moment this stuff here is only really effective against direct strikes, and I need something with a bit more range to assist my frigates in anti-air cover. It does not appear as if Italy or France has any air force, at least one to be worried about, but better safe than sorry. So that's the plan going forwards. In terms of economy, we're still struggling to produce components, and I'm investing more and more in that region. Now, I have had advice from people saying not to bother with local industry and that sort of thing, but I'm playing the long game here. It's going to cost about 1,000, well, 2,000 components to upgrade this to max, but in the long run, it's definitely worth it. So that's what we're up to at the moment. So we're back just a little bit later on in the day, in fact it's day 19 now, and I've just figured I'd chuck this in here just so I didn't have to create a whole new episode for about a minute's worth of footage. So this is just showing the progress that I'd made at this point, and really at this point I'd like to say that at this point in the game, air mobile infantry is going to be one of my favorite troops. Its ability to move around the map incredibly fast and to get to out of reach places and capture land makes it incredibly useful. Also at this point, I'd like to know that Italy is definitely going to capture the city, and there's not much I can do about it. I don't want to go in there, attack and intervene in case I then start a war with him. So thank you for watching, and I'll probably see you in the next episode, so thanks for hanging around.